Next up on the grades is Suck Mike Ditka, Jacob Hart's team. Aaron Rodgers, stud, best quarterback in the game. Nice way to have, leading your team right off the bat. And then you went one, two, three, four, five, six rookies. Holy crap. Christian McCaffrey, yeah, I like him. Dalvin Cook, yeah, I like him. But, these are all question marks. Then you still got Corey Davis, O.J. Howard, John Ross, Alvin Kamara. I mean, you're not building a dynasty team. This is 1 year out of it all. Have some consistency, hopefully, not just all hopes and dreams and butterflies, because all these guys are not going to play that well. You got Alvin Kamara, who's the third running back on a team in the backfield of, Ingram and AP. Yeah, you can catch the ball, but so can Ingram. I got me scratching my head on these. And not only that, but you took them early. It's not like you just all took flyers. McCaffrey you took in the first round of the draft. Holy Toledo. You go to your wide receivers, you got Michael Thomas. I think Michael Thomas is going to have a very good year this year. I think he is the next leading person, as far as the wide receiver, the next group of guys that are going to be up there in the top echelon. Michael Thomas is in a good situation with a good quarterback for at least a couple more years, I would hope. And he's going to get it done. Jarvis Landry, hey, he's my boy. I love juice, but I don't love the juice with Jay Cutler throwing him the ball. Jay Cutler doesn't like throwing it to Jarvis Landry. Jay Cutler likes throwing it to Devontae Parker. He's not going to have the years that he's had in the past. I don't see him getting over 100 yards. He's not a touchdown guy. Hopefully he gets some receiving yards and rushing yards to help balance that out. But I don't think he's going to get that 100 receptions. He's not going to have a lot of 100-yard games, as I said. I think that he's going to have a drop back, and from where you got him, that's going to hurt your team. Sammy Watkins moving from Buffalo to the Rams with Jared Goff. I mean, I don't think anybody really knows how to look at this situation. It's kind of, they traded him because he's in a contract year and he can't stay healthy. So he's going to a team with a worse quarterback and a team that wants to run the ball. And I don't know. I mean, as far as I think he's worth a wide receiver 3, which you have him set up kind of as that on your team. But when you look at your, all your bench, it's all rookies. And I don't know what you're going to do with that. Obviously, I know you got trade in the works, but I'm looking at what you drafted. And what you drafted has a lot of question marks. On top of that, Hunter Henry, hey, he had a great year last year, but everybody keeps forgetting Antonio Gates is still in L.A. now, the L.A. Chargers. He's still on that team, and he's still going to catch touchdown passes. They're not going to ignore him. And so Hunter Henry's still going to have probably a nice year, but I don't think he'll finish in the top 12 tight ends just because he won't have enough chances. Like I said, you got Cam Newton as a backup to Aaron Rodgers. Could have used that pick somewhere else. Wide receiver depth, running back depth, anybody that's not a rookie depth. Any of those things. You look at wide receivers on your bench. We kind of talked about them. So we'll go to your running backs. James White, hey, he gets PPR, but he's a New England back. It's hard to know when he's going to play well. Rex Burkhead, hey, he's a New England back. It's really hard to know when they're going to play well or get to play at all. O.J. Howard as a tight end, he's more of a blocker. He's not as much as a pass catcher this year. I still think Brate's going to have the better season there in Tampa Bay. And then, that's it. That's kind of your whole team. And it's just kind of underwhelming, I would say. You got a lot of expectation with a lot of rookies thinking that, if the way you're drafting this team, it's like when we had the wide receiving draft of 4 years ago, Sammy Watkins' year, where they had all these guys go for 1,000 yards and stuff like that. We're not going to have that with these running backs, I don't think. I think you could be okay with McCaffrey and Dalvin Cook, but outside of that, you got no depth because Kamara, Rex Burkhead, and James White are not people that you can start comfortably on any week and feel like, yeah, this is going to do me well. You're going to be on pins and needles the entire game. So hopefully, it works out for you. But until it does, the best I can give you is a C+. And that's probably being generous, but at least your guys are playing and you do have backups. It's just, my personal opinion. I don't want to put an entire team of rookies out there on my fantasy football team.